Hi friends, new and old, and welcome back to the channel. It's your FriendCHIP, and today I'm super excited to share with you my latest adventure. I went to my very first toy show. I attended the Village Gate Toy Show in Rochester, New York. It was for one day with free admission from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it had over 200 tables of toy vendors, vintage and some more modern toys. I was super excited to check them out and see if we could find any My Little Ponies, any Monster High, maybe Care Bears, all the kinds of fun toys that we're always looking for. And we did find some really cool things and some gems. So I'm super excited to share with you this adventure. Take a look at the hunt as we went through the toy show. One thing I will say about the toy show is that it was really crowded, and it was one of those things where it was kind of like small spaces, so you just kind of got led through, and sometimes it was hard to stop and really look at things because you were just kind of moving because everybody was just trying to move through the space. That was my only super big complaint. The other thing was that some of the areas were very dark, not lit very well, so it wasn't great to see what was there and sort of see the condition of things. And I'm sure that the people at the table were kind of like, this is crappy lighting for what I'm trying to show, so people will buy it. But you'll see that in the footage, so take a look. Okay. So one of the first things I found was this. It was priced at $15. This is a G1 My Little Pony carrying case. How cool is this? I never had one as a kid. My friend Kim had one and kept all of her G1 My Little Ponies and her Fakey ponies in it when we were growing up. So this is really special, something really cool for me to have and add to my collection. You can see it's got some stickers from the, like the Moody's, I guess they're called. There's just a bunch of them on the case around, and then of course the stickers from the ponies. So these are possible ponies that this person had in their collection, as well as on this side there's one that's handwritten in, looks like, and I don't know whether that's because the name like kind of started to fall off of it or whether they hand wrote it in. Really cool there. And over here, this is this side, it's like bow tie over here. Really, really cool. There are two different styles of, whoops, the top doesn't stay on. So there's a couple different styles to the cases. In the United States, we had two different styles. This is the second version of the US release. These cases are from 1983. They're they resemble the stable, and they have 6 spots in them to hold ponies. So when we open this up, you can see there's our 6 spots for ponies, and it's not too bad, needs a good cleaning. And of course this part here has been pushed down a little bit, probably things have sat on it, but overall it's in a pretty good condition. Good enough for me to grab and add to my collection because I just don't have something like this for My Little Pony collection. Let me move this over and just set this in the back so we can still see it there in the back. So the My Little Pony carrying case had 2 versions sold in the US. One with a yellow handle and Velcro that held it closed. All the windows were closed on that one as well. And then there is the one with the pink handle, which is what we have here. It closed with a strap, a little pink strap. And this one has open windows with ponies poking out of it. And we can also see that there are stickers on here that had ponies' names. So it would come with a sheet of stickers as well. There's a couple other variations of this that were sold in other countries. And I'm kind of interested to see if my version is the same as my friend Kim's or if hers is the yellow handle with the Velcro. You also saw this store had a bin of My Little Ponies and a couple bins of like smaller toys. I was able to find 2 of the Play School My Little Ponies from the G4 era. So we have this one here. This is Cheerilee. And this one could probably be from Pony Friends Collector Pack, a micro playset with Bumble Suite, or a story pack with Moon Dancer. So there were a couple different ones of these. These are from around 2015. So Cheerilee, we'll put her in the front because she's a little shorter. And the other one I got was this one, and this is Star Song, and she would have came from the Musical Celebration Castle in 2015. Really cute, a little dirty, but not bad. I didn't get any of these Play School ponies, and I thought these would be really cool to add to the collection. Really cute, unique characters. And I picked up 2 My Little Ponies from this vendor, and it's kind of funny, the ponies that I picked up. So the pony that I picked up here for G4 was this Cheerilee. So I picked up that Cheerilee and this Cheerilee. This was the only background character and or main character in the bin. There was 1, an actual pony, not a McDonald's pony, and then 2, it was like a background character. And because it was the mold that happened before the movie release, I decided to grab her because I wasn't quite sure exactly who she is, but this one is most likely the bag release. And I took a look at the number on the bottom here, this number here, just to see if I could figure out what this is. So this is like a production code, and this would tell us the date in which it was made situation. So the first number is the year, so that would be 2018. The next 3 numbers are the day that it was made, and that can be from 01 to 365. So this one would be the 74th day, so around March 15th of 2018 is what this tells us that the production code is. The end number is always 1 from what I understand. But interesting that it was made that late. I'm not really sure, but it seems like this is like a 2014 single bagged release, the kind that you saw at the checkout line. I couldn't really find any more information on her. The other pony that I picked up from this vendor was this one, and this is a G3 My Little Pony Star Song. She is from the Core Friends in 2009, and she would have had a boombox that attached to her leg right here that would have made these little music notes make a little more sense. Really cute. I hadn't seen too many of her, and this was like the only actual G3 My Little Pony that they had. So I grabbed her to add to the collection, even though she's got a couple little marks and she's missing her boombox, but maybe we'll be able to clean her up and reunite her with her boombox one day. The next thing I found, and here's the card for these people, was this giant bag of Bitsy Bears. And you saw it in the case, and it said Bitsy Bears whole bag for $15. I couldn't believe it. I had to grab them. Bitsy Bears are one of my favorite childhood toys. I loved them, and I loved the movie. I watched the VHS all the time. This movie was on repeat for a while. I loved these. There were some toys that weren't My Little Pony that were really big favorites. These, the tea bunnies, those perfume puff dragons, darling dinos, I had those. The little genie bottles, and then those little snow globe princesses and snow globe unicorns. There's so many different toys that I loved as a kid. The first generation of Littlest Pet Shop was another one. Had tons of those. Jurassic Park, anything with dinosaurs. So these are really cool. I'm super excited to share these with you. I had to just look up some information for Bitsy Bears so that we had some information to talk about. If you're unfamiliar with this toy line, I'm super excited to share them with you because they're one of my favorites. Okay, so the Bitsy Bears were a toy line from Tyco. They ran from 1991 to 1992, so really short-lived. They were flocked posable bears with a wind-up action, and they had a little movie that came with it, and I loved the movie so much. So their little saying that was on all of the packages for the Bitsy Bears was, "Welcome to the land of Bitsy Bears. In a tiny land where the Bitsy Bears play, there's magic happening every day. It's an enchanted place whose very air sparkles with the energy of the Bitsy Bears' goodwill and kindness. There were 12 original bears. They came with a comb, an accessory, and a backstory." And the line expanded on to include playsets, babies, and a wild neon line. And they were really, really fun. So let me start getting these out of the package and telling you about who they are. The first one I have here is this one. She is a pink bear with teal hair, and it is straight, and she has a little purple bow on her head. She's wearing a cheerleading costume. We can see some of the metallic is wearing off. She's got one little pom-pom, hooks into her hand right there. The outfit connects to the back with Velcro like that. She doesn't have any kind of tail or anything. Her arms are movable, but they are attached to the wind-up action, which you can see here is a little wind-up piece. And then her feet are also movable, so we can pose those as well. And her flocking is a little yellowed, but she's still very, very cute. And when we wind her up, she should move her arms up and down like she's cheering. So Pom Pom Bear said, "Wind me up and I really cheer." She would have came with 2 pom-poms, a megaphone, and a pink comb. We've only got 1 of the pom-poms. Next we have this one. This is Roller Bear, "Wind me up and I really roller skate." So she would have had a Walkman and a pair of headphones, which were missing. Her flocking is really yellowed. She's a blue bear. She's got blue hair, again in the straight. And we have a pink little bow on top. Really, really cute. Little skirt that's white and pink and yellow. And then here are her roller skates. They are blue. You can see some of the wheels are starting to crack and break off there. But she should still work. So let's go ahead and wind her up. And you can see her feet move. Let's see if she moves. She just needs a little help. Really, really cute. I love having some Bitsy Bears to add to the collection. This one is Bumpity Bear, "Wind me up and I really ride my pony." I remember this one. This one I definitely had as a kid. There's the pony. We've got little assless chaps and a little cowgirl hat. And we've got pink hair that's curly that comes out the back there. Really cute. This is a lavender bear we can see underneath. Boy, oh boy, real dirty. Let's see if we wind this up, if she'll bounce on her a little. So if we give her a little bit of help, she'll bounce back and forth on that pony. There we go. So there we go. Bumpity Bear. The next one I have is this one, and she's a pink bear. She's got a purple dress, little flowers, and a purple ribbon, blonde curly hair, and purple flowers in it. Their eyes are so cute. I think they're so adorable. So this one is Hide and Peek Bear, "Wind me up and I really peekaboo." She would have had a fan and a pink comb. And let's see if we wind her up, if she... No, this arm would have been the one that moved, I think. This one just kind of moves on its own. So that wind-up feature doesn't work that well. But there we go. We have a Hide and Peek Bear. The next one I have in here is this one. This is Rita Bear, "Wind me up and I really read." She would have had a pair of pink glasses and a book, but this is her dress. She's a blue bear with pink curly hair and purple flowers in the top. So cute. Her head's a little bubbly. So I think her head would go side to side like she's reading the book. How cute. I feel like I remember that one, but not 100%. Definitely had this one for sure, and there's another one that I know I had. This is the other one I remember from growing up, and this is Berry Happy Bear. And Berry Happy Bear loves to have fun, in charge of making sure that they all have fun and bring sad bears to the musical fair. and she would have came with balloons and an ice cream. And this is the one that came with the VHS, the video. That was the Adventures of the Bitsy Bears. So I definitely had this one. I remember the balloons and the ice cream. This was probably one of my favorite toys growing up. This one in particular. And if we wind her up, her arm should go up and down like she's eating ice cream. Okay, so you can see it right there. But she doesn't really work anymore. Aw, poor thing. The next bear I have is this one. This is Doodle's bear, and Doodle's bear said, "Wind me up and I would really write." So they would have came with a pen and a notebook. They don't have the correct skirt, so this skirt actually belongs to like Swivel Bear, and that is the one that would do like the hula hooping. So she's wearing a skirt, but it's not the correct one. So cute. And let me see, where's the wind up? Oh, it's in the back. Oh, the wind up feature doesn't work on this one anymore, but she's still really cute. And some of them were pair sets, so they came with two bears that were meant to be together. And in the pair sets, there were three of them. There was Hopsy and Skipples, Teeter Bear and Totter Bear, and Whirly Bear and Twirly Bear. And the set that we have is Hopsy and Skipples. And this is Wind Up Hopsy, and she rides around with Skipples. And Hopsy is the yellow one right here. Skipples is the blue one. Skipples is missing her dress. It would be just like this one. There's a little yellow flower in the front of this. And it would be just like this one, only reversed. So it would be blue on top with a yellow skirt. And this one is like made specifically to be attached to the bike, so it doesn't really come off. Its feet can come off and its hands can come off, but the bear itself is attached. This bear does come off, just attached with a couple of pegs on the bottom to go on the feet. Right, there we go. And now she's attached to the bicycle. And what's interesting is this one has a hole, but it doesn't have a wind up in it. And I don't think it was meant to have any kind of action. It doesn't seem like any of the limbs are like that. They're just posable limbs. So she just kind of rides around. They both got purple or pink hair. And this one has a little pink bow in her hair. And this one has blue flowers in her hair. And let me see if this works when we wind it up. Oh, wow. Let's see if it'll actually like, oh man. She doesn't stay on the back very well. Ooh, yep. That's pretty cool. Oh, now she really goes. There were also bear and baby sets, and the bear and baby sets, there were 4 of them. There was Lullaby Bear and Wriggles, Paulina and Tickles, Scooter Bear and with Toodles, and Whoopsie Bear with Giggles. I don't know if too many of these sound like people you want to watch your child. But we ended up with 2 of these sets. And the first one is Paulina and Tickles. And here is Tickles. Look at how sweet the little babies are. Pink with a little purple bow, little flocked bear. And she's got a stroller here. And the bear sits right in it. And then she's a lavender colored bear. She's got wheels on the bottom here and a yellow and white striped dress, blonde hair, and pink flowers in her hair. She is the main character of the movie, along with this one here that is the one that comes and tells her, like, come to the fair. What was her name? Berry Happy Bear. So Berry Happy Bear and Paulina and Tickle were some of the main characters of that particular movie. And I'm super excited to have these two and add them to my collection. I've looked at them online and they're really expensive. Super excited to have them. And we'll go ahead and set them. I wonder if this actually works. Let's see if we wind her up and if she'll push the stroller. Yeah, she does. Not very well, though. She kind of wants to fall over. Yeah, so, you know, she kind of walks the baby. Let's go ahead and set her right up there. Paulina and Tickle. We also have this little baby all by herself. This is baby Toodles. She's yellow with a yellow bow, and she is missing her bear and a scooter. So she would have came with a bear that rode a scooter and then had this little bear ride with her. So cute. We have to put our baby maybe right up here. There we go. We also got this set. This is a bear and baby set right here. And this is Baby Giggles, yellow with a blue bow. And it is Whoopsie Bear. And Whoopsie Bear is missing her dress. So the dress that she's in actually belongs to Cubsy Bear. And that would have been a crawling bear. So kind of like a baby that was crawling. It would crawl across the table when you wound them up. But this one has a little white polka dot dress on that belongs to that bear. And she's got a swing. You can see the flowers on the side here. And you wind her up and she'd have pushed the swing. Her wind up doesn't work. But we do have a little bit closer look at the baby. Just like the other ones. This one's yellow with a little blue bow and lavender eyes. And the Wild Bunch was the set of Bitsy Bears that had like troll-like hair and they were neon colors. There were quite a few of them. We didn't get any of them, unfortunately. And the last thing that we have is this. This is a Bitsy Bears ticket booth. And this belongs to one of the play sets. So there was a Fair Collection play set that had this. This is the ticket booth from the musical Ferris wheel. There was also a carousel and teacups ride that you could have gotten, and they came with different things. So the ticket booth came with the Ferris wheel. How cute is that? Here's the card to the shop that I bought all of this at, and they were at the toy show. So this is Yankee Clipper House of Cards. We buy and sell sports and non-sports cards, toys, memorabilia, and more. Check out our Facebook page for announcements and new products. They are in Rochester. Really cool, had a lot of cool stuff. Everything else comes from a My Little Pony vendor that we ran into. You saw her table and all of the fun goodies that she had. I spent a long time going through these bins. So she had what was on the table and on her little stand. And then she said she also had stuff in bins. So if I wanted to take a look at anything more, I could. The spacing was very tight. It was very difficult to look through these appropriately. So I spent a good amount of time doing the best I could to look through them. I actually was setting some ponies aside, and this woman was like, "Oh, look, these ponies," and she started picking them up and giving them to her child. And I said, "Oh no, those are mine. I'm picking those out." And so I had to put them in a bag. It was crazy. But I found a lot of really cool My Little Ponies, and one other non-My Little Pony thing that I grabbed from this lady. She had so much cool stuff. I wanted to buy the Rainbow Brites, the Inbox, Bitsy Bears, some of the Monster High. She had some really cool stuff. So let me start going through all of the My Little Ponies that were from this lady. Okay, so this vendor had a ton of G3 ponies, and I did pick out a handful of them to get. All the G3 ponies were $3 a piece. All of the G1 ponies were $5 a piece. Give and take a few ponies that were specialty ponies that she had certain prices on. So altogether, they were not badly priced at all, especially considering you have to pay a certain price, and then taxes and shipping to get them from eBay. So we made a very good deal. All of the ponies, including the one that is not a pony that I received from her, the entire bundle, I paid $100 for. So that was a very good deal, considering everything that we got. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything. She gave us a special pricing, like a bundle pricing. So let's go ahead and see what's in this bag. We're going to start with the G3 ponies first. It's a giant bag. It's like this. It's just full of ponies. So let's start getting through some of these. The first pony that I picked up is this one, and this is Chocolate Chipper. She is missing her hat. She had a chef hat. She's from the Best Friends ponies from the first set, and they were part of the 25th birthday or anniversary celebration from 2007. And I have wanted this pony forever because her name is Chocolate Chipper and my name is Chip. So I just thought it was a really cool one, and I couldn't pass her up, even though she's missing her hat. The next pony that I picked up was this one, and she has a cutie mark that goes all the way down her leg, glittery tulips. She's this pink color, and her hair is this beautiful, like 2 shades of pink and tinsel. I love this pony pose. And she is a Cutie Cascade pony. Cutie Cascade ponies had symbols that went down their back leg. The first group of them were released in the Crystal Princess line, and some of them have glittery cutie marks, and some were released later with raised designs and glittery symbols and gradient colored legs. So she'd have been released with Fairy Dust, which we saw before, Amazing Grace, Sweet Sparkle, Jade Garden, Blushy, and some other ones. So she is from around 2006. Really, really cute. The next 3 G3 ponies that I picked up are all Pegasus ponies. I'm always excited to find a Pegasus or a unicorn from G3 because they didn't make very many of them. And I love G3 Pegasus ponies. I think they're my favorite style of Pegasus pony that My Little Pony's ever made. And I think they're beautiful. So I found 3 of them in this bin, and I snatched them all. Pegasus ponies were part of the Crystal Princess line and included many new and exciting Pegasus ponies. These ponies had painted wingtips with a pearly sheen. Some wings were lightly dusted with glitter, and both Windy Wisp and Aurora Mist have a glittery jewels in their symbols, where the other ones didn't have those options. So I don't have too many of the Pegasus ponies. I think I only have one besides like the Starcatcher one, and that's Pearly Pie. We found her at a Once Upon a Child in South Carolina. So we have 3 new Pegasus ponies to add to the collection today. The first one is Silver Glow, and these are all from 2006. Silver Glow is so pretty. I love the powder blue color and the blue eyes. You have a little star in the eye there, magnet on the bottom of the foot. And then the cutie mark is silvery blue stars, glittery. I love the color of the wings. Look at the wings. I just love the way they're made. They're really, really pretty. And the hair has tinsel. It's like a white and blue. Is there only 2 colors in it? Yeah, just the 2, white and blue. So this is Silver Glow. This is the next one. This is Twirlarina. Yeah, Twirlarina. And I loved her colors. This minty color with the bright hot pink. Her cutie mark is little swirls with a bow. I love that her wings are pink and she has stars in her eyes. We've got the magnet on the bottom and then 2 shades of pink with the tinsel. Her hair needs a lot of work, but she's so pretty. I just love the Pegasus ponies. So excited to add some more of them. And the last one that I found in this bundle was this one. She's really pretty. Pink with this beautiful teal aqua colored hair and bright hot pink hair. We've got stars in the eyes again, magnet under the foot, and this one has little flowers for the cutie mark. And this is Twinkle Bloom. Twinkle Bloom. Love it. So we now have 4 of the Pegasus ponies. The next pony that I picked up was a small pony. This is a baby sister pony. And anytime I found a baby pony, I picked it up, especially if I didn't have it. I didn't see a lot of baby ponies in the bundle, but I did find this one and I was super excited to find this one. It's the only one made in its mold. We have another one that is similar that's a Pegasus. So this is from the sister sets, and sister sets are from 2006, the Crystal Princess era. And they included an adult pony and a smaller pony. The smaller pony is significantly larger than the previous release baby ponies, but it is smaller than the actual adult ponies. And both ponies share similar cutie marks and were packaged with accessories. This is the ballet with dance slippers and dance around. So the big sister would have been ballet slippers and so the big sister was dance slippers and this little sister is dance around. They had a mirror, a boombox, crowns, tutus, dance slippers, bouquets, purses, and everything to have a little ballet. She's so cute. The color scheme, we've seen it 1,000 times in G3, like the white pony with the red, or the pink and the orange and the yellow hair kind of thing. So the color scheme isn't anything unique, but the pony is really unique. So I was super excited to add her to the collection. The next pony I found is this one, a baby pony, white with a sun and a wave. The hair is this light yellow and a like corally, maybe peachy color, really pretty, little stars in her eyes. This is Baby Wave Catcher from 2005. Baby Wave Catcher appeared 3 different times, and all the times that she appeared, she was exactly the same, so we're not quite sure exactly which one she's from. However, this is an Avon catalog exclusive pony, and she was released with Jazzmatazz. And again, we see them re-released at discount chains like Big Lots and Family Dollar. They were released with Jazzmatazz, Wave Catcher, Magic Marigold in 2006, and it was called Popcorn Fun. It became a little popcorn machine. And then we see Wave Catcher released again in 2006 for a JCPenney set that included all of the ponies and some extra ones from Avon. So you had Tea Lily, Jazzmatazz, Peach Surprise, something like that, and Wave Catcher. So you had quite a few, and these were the Avon exclusive ones. So this is Wave Catcher, baby pony, so cute. Love a good baby pony. I wonder if I can just slide you in there. We're gonna run out of room, 100%. The next baby pony we found was this one. This is a baby Pegasus pony, and we have the sculpting on the body, a pink butterfly and yellow flowers for the cutie mark. And the hair is orange and yellow and pink. So cute. Green eyes with little stars. I love the little molded effects on the forehead as well. Really super cute. Red heart over here on this foot, and there's the magnet. This is Honolulu, and this is the first and only baby Pegasus pony. We have the little sister Pegasus, but this is the only baby Pegasus pony. And she was released with the playset for the Butterfly Island Adventure playset. So cool. I've seen the playset a couple of times. I'm definitely going to get it. Anything Butterfly Island, it's my favorite part of G3. I want to have all of it. But I was super excited to find her, and sometimes you can find the playset with her, sometimes you can't, and honestly, if I can find her separate and get the playset without her, I think it'll be cheaper. She's pretty expensive, so I thought this was a cool pony to add to the collection. The next pony that we have is this one right here, and I thought she was really pretty. I love the green and pink and yellow and orange in her hair, and then we have this little sherbet dish with a little spoon, the glitter on the forehead. This is the diva pose, I think. There's little stars in her eyes, and her eyes have all the colors of her sherbet. This is a Rainbow Swirl from the second set of Sparkle ponies. So she is from 2004, the Friendship Ball era. We would have seen her released with the Denim Blue, Peachy Pie, and Desert Blossom. Super cute. I've been looking at her to add her to the collection a few different times, and then when I saw her in the box, I had to grab her. The next two ponies I recognized immediately. Unfortunately, I did not find the third one. Of course, she could have been in there, and I just didn't have the ability to fully look. But I found two of the ponies out of the three that go to the Spring Basket playset or exclusive pack. So there's two of them. This is going to be Bubble Cup over here in gray, and in orange this is Wish-A-Whirl. We're missing Garden Glade. Yeah, Garden Glade is the third one. She is purple with yellow hair, and these are part of the Spring Basket, probably around 2004, and they would have came with a bunch of accessories. It was like the fruit stand and the checkout line and stuff like that. Came in a big basket for Easter type of thing. Super cool. I really love Bubble Cup just because I love the cutie mark and the name. I think she's really pretty. And this one here, Wish-A-Whirl, I just love the colors. The orange and the blue. Her hair is so pretty and bright and vibrant, and I just loved her. So I decided to add both of these to the collection. The next pony that I picked up, I really loved the cutie mark, and I know I've ran across it before, so I picked her up this time. This is going to be Sunshower, and Sunshower was released with Luau as the other pony, and they would have came in a plastic tote with a clear front, and they were available exclusively at Walmart stores, and both of the ponies came with a flower brush. Just a cute little set. So Sunshower and Luau. Luau is like an orangey, peachy color with, I think, a hibiscus flower as the cutie mark. So we've got to find your friend so you're not all alone. Little stars in her eyes. I love when they have stars in their eyes. And I just thought her cutie mark was really cool. I think if I were to bring this pony back, I would reconsider the hair color, but I really love the cutie mark design, and even the body color is really pretty. The next G3 pony that I got was this one. This is Princess Peppermint. I've been looking for her. Look at how pretty her eyes are, that mint and pink with the star. And then she has the crown with the peppermint and the two candy cane peppermint sticks there. Her hair is white and pink. So pretty. She's got a couple like chew marks in her nose and in her ear a little bit here. But she's not bad overall. I really thought for $3, yeah, I'll grab her and add her. So she belongs to the Toys R Us 4-pack. Released exclusively at Toys R Us stores for the holiday season in 2004. She came with Banjo Blue and Tropical Delight, which we found before at the thrift store, and we're just missing Flutter Butter to complete the set. And another G3 that I picked up was this one. I think she's really pretty. I've loved her. Of course, she's part of the Butterfly Island set. But I really like her color, this bright yellow and the hot pink with the glittery tinsel, and then her really pretty hot pink flip-flops. This is Flippity Flop. Flippity Flop is a shimmer pony, and shimmer ponies had vividly colored bodies and glittery hair. Flippity Flop and Strawberry Reef were released shortly after the initial set of 4 shimmer ponies, and that included Fizzy Pop, Island Rainbow, Shell Bell, and Waterfire. I have Waterfire and Fizzy Pop. I don't have Shell Bell or Island Rainbow yet, but I do have Strawberry Reef. So we're just missing Island Rainbow and Shell Bell to complete the set. And the last G3 pony that I picked up is a Target exclusive baby pony. And this is from 2005, the Butterfly Island era. This is Lavender Locket. I loved her cutie mark, and I thought she was really pretty, a little heart in the eyes. And then look at her hair color, this blue, this teal, and the purple, and the white, and the pink. I really, really loved her color. She's got a little bit of marks on the back of her body here. Overall, all these ponies are in great condition. Really, really good condition, and all of them for $3. And in the end, I didn't pay $3 a piece because she gave me such a discount. So I have no idea what they actually ended up rounding out to be, but how cute is she? So she's from 2005. These baby ponies were packaged on a small card with a clothing accessory and a brush, released exclusively at Target stores, and could be usually found at the checkout lines. They were released in sets of 2, so the first set was candy themed, and that was Butterdrop and Penny Candy, and the next one was beach themed with Hula Lula and Sandy Island, and the last set was jewelry themed, and that was Charm Bracelet and Lavender Locket. And Lavender Locket would have had a white tutu that she would have wore. And Charm Bracelet is pink with white and yellow and orange hair, it looks like. Maybe light pink instead of white hair. Really, really cute. They would have came with tutus, so we're missing a white tutu, but she's so cute. I just had to have her and add her to the collection. So for G1 ponies, I found some really cool ones. So I did find some big brother ponies while I was there, and I did pick one of them up. Well, actually technically two, but one's a big brother pony, one's not a big brother pony. This one I picked up is Wigwam, and some of the ponies were separate. They weren't part of the $5 deal. He was not part of the $5 deal. He was $25. And his symbol looks great. We've got the little teepees and the moon. So cute. His hair is in great condition. He's got white and blue eyes. He's got a little mark on his lip here, and we can see a little bit of discoloration here and here on him. Overall, though, he's got great shape to him. He doesn't look like he's in a bad shape. Really cool. He is from the second set, so 1987 to 1988, year 6, and he would have had a yellow feathered headdress, which is missing, a blue bandana, which is missing, and a red race car comb. So cool. Love him. Had to add him to the collection. The next pony that I added was a Sweetheart Sister pony, and this one is white, and her cutie mark is an X and an O with hearts. She's got pink hair with tinsel in it, and we don't see any holes in her ears for earrings like some of the other Sweetheart Sisters. She's a little dirty, but she's in great shape. We can also still see her lipstick here. So she is one of the Sweetheart Sisters that was part of the Sweet Kisses ponies. From 1991 to 1992, so year 10, the Sweet Kisses ponies would have came with a lipstick tube that would have been a little sponge, and you would have dabbed that in cold water and put it on their lips. She would have came with a blue lipstick tube, and this is Loving Kisses, Sweetheart Sister pony. So cute. We'll set her over there. The next pony that I found was $5. She's in a little bit of rough shape, but I've never seen one before, and I had to pick her up. This is Chocolate Delight. She is a soda sippin' pony, and she's got the hole in her face there for the straw of her soda. Her hair is blue and white and yellow, and we can see it's still in the factory ringlets like that. And her tail is braided. It has this little ribbon in it. She's covered in little black marks, but they look like they are going to come off, like they're kind of more like tar-like, not like Sharpie marks. Really, really cute. Her hair is really crazy. Her cutie mark is a little chocolate float and sprinkles. So cute. Sippin' Soda ponies came out in 1991 to 1992, so year 10. They were scented like their flavor of choice, so this one would have been chocolate scented. There were only two of the other one is strawberry scoop, so she'd have been strawberry scented. And they came with a little soda with a straw, and when you squeezed them, they would suck the little like pom-poms in the straw up and down. So cute. Had to have one. Never seen one before, never had one. The next pony that I have from G1 is a Sweetheart Sister pony. It's this one. And I had a couple Sweetheart Sister ponies when I was little, but I think I only had two. And one was covered in like gold shiny dots, and the other one I believe was Goldilocks. So she does have her earring right there. We can see part of it is broke off. and she's got her makeup on, her eyeshadow, and her cutie mark is this bundle of flowers here. And she's this really pretty peach color. The Sweetheart Sister Ponies came out in year 7, so we're looking at 1988 to 1989. The Sweetheart Sister Ponies introduced an entirely new body type to the ponies. These were taller and thinner. They were made to be more like a young adult or teenage pony. All the ponies in the set had a printed eyeshadow and came with an earring of a flower and a twisted stem. And they also came with a wide lace ribbon as their ribbon instead of a regular ribbon down here. This pony is called Wildflower, and she would have had an aqua flower brush. How cool. So a Sweetheart Sister Pony to add to the collection. We'll go ahead and set her over here. The other big brother type of pony that I got was this one, and you can see it is a big brother pony, but it's not. This is a loving family pony, and this is Daddy Apple Delight. And I have the Daddy Sweet Celebrations and the whole family for the Sweet Celebrations, and the other set that I really wanted was the Apple family, and this is Daddy Apple Delight. They came with a mommy pony and a daddy pony and a baby pony, so this set would have had a baby girl pony, so baby daughter pony, just like the other set that is like the Brite Bouquet family. They had a daughter, but the Sweet Celebrations had a baby son. So that was really cool. And I think if you find this set in Europe, it's a baby son, or maybe they have the daughter and the son. Really cool that we can find another option for the child in this family as well. He was also one that was not $5. He was $15 separate, and I was okay with that. His hair is really frizzy, so we're going to have a little bit of work on his hair, but he was really cool, and I just couldn't leave him. Had to bring him home, bring in another one of the boy ponies back to the mix here. He's from 1988 to 1989, so year 7. I also found this. This is Spike the Dragon. He was also not part of the $5 deal. He was $15 by himself. I've never owned a Spike, and I had to have one. So Spike and the Bush Woolies were one of the things that I always wanted as a kid growing up to have part of my My Little Pony collection, and now I have a Spike. What's interesting about Spike is there are 4 different versions of Spike, so I had to figure out which one I ended up picking up. The only one I knew that I did not pick up was the special My Little Pony the Movie mail order Spike, because his eyes are very cartoony. So there are 4 different versions of Spike, and we have one that came with Dream Castle. He's a lot darker in color than this one. And then we have a pink version that is the European version, like a light pink color. And then we have the mail order that has the cartoon eyes. And then we have this one, which is a bright purple and green. And this actually comes from the 2nd edition of the Dream Castle. Many people call it the Lavender Dream Castle. So this re-release was in 1989. And he is the first dragon friend, and a lot of dragons followed him later on with the princess ponies. So there were princess dragons, and they were sold in parts of Europe instead of Bush Woolies. How cool. I'm so excited to add Spike. The next pony that I picked up is this one, and this is Medley. I love Medley. She is either the sister or the friend of Firefly, and I just love her. I love her bright green color, the green hair, the green body, and the music notes. She is a Pegasus, and she's from the Unicorn and Pegasus ponies from 1983 to 1984, so year 2. Really one of the probably the third set of ponies, because the first was the collector, and then we had Earth ponies, and then we had unicorns and Pegasus ponies. So in the unicorn and Pegasus line, there was Firefly, and there was Medley as the Pegasi, and then the unicorns were Glory and Moon Dancer, Sunbeam, and Twilight. I always forget Sunbeam's name. And then we see Medley come back again. She gets re-released with the second set of unicorn and Pegasus ponies. And the difference between this one and that one is that that one has curly hair, where this one has straight hair. So this here is our Medley, our very first one. And I can't remember having her as a child, so I grabbed her when I saw her to add her to the collection. And the next My Little Ponies that I picked up were from the So Soft pony line. And So Soft ponies are not one of my favorite lines, but I do really enjoy them. They're unique with the flocking, so I really do like them. And I kind of think at the end of the day, I'm going to have one of each in flocking and one of each out of flocking, so we can see their beautiful colors and their cutie marks a little bit closer. However, I was able to find 3 So Soft ponies at the toy fair that were in really good condition and definitely worth picking up, especially for $5 a piece. So the So Soft ponies came out in 85 to 86, so it was year 4. A beautiful pony that's so soft and furry all over. So Soft ponies had bodies covered in soft, fuzzy flocking, making them fuzzy. The flocking has a tendency to rub off, like in the hooves, the muzzle, the horn, the ear tips, the wings. 3 of these So Soft ponies were created in unique rearing poses and came packaged with a clear plastic stand. That would be ones like Magic Star. Who else would have been like that? Magic Star. And Skippity Doo. Looks like she had a ribbon as a cutie mark, Skippity Doo. And Truly, which was the little dove. And I thought that there was a Magic Star there, and I thought I picked it up, but I didn't. It must not have been good. There were a couple of other of the So Soft ponies that were not in good condition. If I had already had them, then maybe I would have gotten them and deflocked them, but these ones were in good condition. So we have 3 of the So Soft ponies. The first one that we have is Cherry's Jubilee. So Cherry's Jubilee here, and we've seen her before in other releases. Now she's joined the So Soft ponies, and she's got her cherries there and her green eyes. She's in great condition. I don't see any like yellowing or lots of rub off or anything. It's almost like she came right out of the box. Really super cute. Her hair is a little frizzy up here, but it does still hold some of its actual factory curl. So Cherry's Jubilee is actually in great condition. What a really cool, unique pony to add to the collection for the So Soft ponies. Really fun. The other pony that I added is this one. This is North Star, and North Star is one of my favorite ponies. I really loved her from the television show. She has a compass as her cutie mark. She is pink with lavender hair. And she's got short hair over here. I don't think it's been cut. It's just the way that it is. Her hair is just naturally shorter. And then she's got a nice long tail here. She's got a little bit of discoloration to her, but not much. Just a little bit of the flocking coming off on the sides of her feet. But her wings are in good condition. Her ears are in good condition. And she's one of my favorites. You can see a little bit of the flocking coming off here. So cute. Had to have her and add her to the collection. The last So Soft pony is this one, and this is also one of my favorite ponies, Lofty. I love Lofty because her cutie mark is a balloon, a little hot air balloon, and she is yellow with bright yellow hair. She is also in great condition, such good condition. Her hair has some of the factory curl still left in it, really beautiful and soft, no flocking rub. And her eye color is brown. Really cool. And the last thing that I picked up is actually this. This is a fairy tale bird, and I had a fairy tale bird growing up. I only had one. Her name was Tiffany Tail. She was blue and had diamonds. And I don't remember having her little perch or anything, but she did ride my finger. You can see these little feet open up and they'll clip onto a stand or they'll clip onto your finger. So cute. So she had a couple different ones at her booth, and I chose this one. It was one that you bought separately, so she was 15. And I chose this one because her mark had little candy canes and a lollipop and a little mint. And she had little hearts in her eyes. Look at how beautiful her hair is, this bright purple and hot pink. And I thought she was really pretty. She kind of reminded me of like a holiday or a Christmas one. So that's why I picked her up. Now, she's not necessarily Christmas themed or anything like that. Her name is Tasty Tales, and she's part of the original set of fairy tale birds that were released. They ran from 1986 to 1987. They were made by Hasbro, and they were brought out in year 5 of My Little Pony at G1. So we saw some crossover of these in the My Little Pony comics, and these were brought out about the same time that the Pony Friends were brought out. So it's almost like Hasbro was testing out the idea to see if My Little Pony as a concept would work with other types of animals and if that would go. And it didn't seem to go, but nowadays they're really sought after as well as the Pony Friends. So I'm excited to add another fairy tale birds to my collection. I'm not a huge collector of them. I'm not going out of my way to find them or buy them. If I find one and I really like it, I'll totally add it to my collection because I had one as a kid, Tiffany Tales, and I hope to find her at some point and add her back to the collection from her exile in storage. But until then, we have Miss Tasty Tales here to add to the collection. Such a cool, unique toy to add. I kind of wish I would have picked up some of there were gem dolls. Let's see if she'll sit back here for us. Kind of. She kind of slops down in. There were gem dolls. There was Rainbow Brite. And I considered them, but I didn't. I wanted to spend the bulk of my money that I was able to spend here on the ponies and adding to the My Little Pony collection. So that was my main focus. But I was really excited to find things like the Bitsy Bears for $15 for all of them. And of course, add a fairy tale bird that I thought was really cute. And she's Christmassy to me, so maybe she'll hang out at Christmas time in the Christmas tree. I'll get her a little Christmas hat or something. She's just really cool, so I wanted to add her to the collection. Well, I know this has been a long one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, checking out the toy fair that I went to in Rochester, New York, and of course, taking a look at all of the cool finds that we found. I'm so excited to add these G3 ponies, these G1 ponies, Spike, a fairy tale bird, some new Bitsy Bears, and those little play school ponies. We do have a G4 pony that we picked up as well. We found some really cool things at this toy fair. This was a great weekend. If you missed it or I haven't posted it yet, make sure you check out the toy hunt from Once Upon a Child and Savers that was also the same weekend while I was in Rochester. Well, thanks so much for hanging out and for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Tell me, do you have any of the Bitsy Bears? Do you like the fairy tale birds? Are you excited about some of the My Little Ponies that we found? Did you see anything while I was out and about that I didn't pay close attention to, that you wanted me to look a little bit closer so I can look for those things next time? What were some of the things that you were super excited to see at the toy show? Make sure you hit the bell notification so you don't miss our next adventure, and if we aren't friends yet, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and stick around, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Bye!